everybody. Across the country, law enforcement appreciation events are planned this month in Washington, D.C., in our state capital, and here at home. Among the largest is the Our Heroes Luncheon, started 19 years ago by Sykes Enterprises. It was created to honor the patriarch of the family, Captain Coy Sykes, who was a police officer in North Carolina for 35 years. And today, the event has honored thousands of first responders and awarded nearly $1 million in college scholarships. We are very excited and honored to have in our studios today one of the honorees, Detective Kevin Durkin of the Tampa International Airport Police Department, along with his boss, the commander, the chief, Paul Ceresi, and also Andrea Thomas, who's the Corporate Communications Director of Sykes Enterprises, the host of the big event. Thank you for coming in.
Sure. Thanks for having us.
And congratulations, senor. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you very much.
What was the reaction when you heard the news that you would be honored this year?
Well, I've been in law enforcement for a very long time, 34 years. And the challenge is to operate at a high level for a long period of time. So I left the Tampa Police Department 2 years ago and came over to work for Chief Ceresi, specifically at the Tampa International Airport Police Department. So the personal challenge for me is to get my job done the way I have always gotten it done and keep getting it done. You know, there's a lot of water under the bridge from 1979 until 2013.
Things have
so
changed.
I was very appreciative of Chief Ceresi's designation for me.
Chief Ceresi, can you tell our audience a little bit about why he's so special and why he is the honoree this year from Tampa International Airport?
Certainly. We have an awards program at Tampa International Airport Police Department where we have an employee of the quarter and we have an officer of the quarter. And the employees nominate their peers. Kevin was nominated to be an officer of the quarter, and then we make a decision on who the recipient of the Sykes Award will be, and that's by a awards committee, and that awards committee unanimously nominated Kevin to me. And it was clear to me that it was a solid nomination. Kevin's done great work for the organization. Some things that may not be known is his great experience with Tampa, but he didn't miss a beat when he came to work with us. He continued to work at that same high level. Every case that Kevin gets assigned, he puts his best effort into it. For instance, every baggage theft that's been reported to the police department in 2012, Kevin solved every one of them.
Wow.
And so that's the level of work, and he's more known for being a homicide investigator in persons crimes, but regardless of the crime, he works it. When I first hired Kevin, he had to start out in uniform division, and I remember going into the garage, and Kevin was in the garage writing a parking ticket. And so coming from being a part of an elite unit in Tampa as a homicide investigator, that was his job, and so he did his job.
The passion was undeterred. The commitment.
The commitment, absolutely. You know, as the years go by and you evolve into one of the leaders in law enforcement, well, when you're one of the leaders, you also have to understand there's a responsibility to the newer officers. What does an outstanding police officer look like? What does he behave like? How does he carry himself? So I know that when I came out to the airport police, a lot of the younger guys were watching to see what I took seriously.
There's so many wonderful stories. Before we run out of time, Andrea, can you tell our viewers about the luncheon? Are tickets still available so that they can perhaps put it on their calendar?
Absolutely. The luncheon is May 23rd at noon, last till 1:30. It's at the Tampa Convention Center, and tickets are $30. And we have sponsorships too that start at $500. So we're happy to be able to do this every year, and we're so proud of the Tampa Bay community for being a part. You know, we hear stories like the Boston disaster and then what you heard in Texas. But Tampa's known about this for so long and appreciated our first responders for many years.
Thank you so much. Thanks for watching, everybody. Here's the information on your screen for the event.